We met, it was the summer of 2003. I had just graduated high school and he was just going into his senior year. And then we just became friends and
hit it off from there.
We discussed it before we got married. I mean, it was just kind of an understood that we would have kids. We never really put a number to how many kids we wanted. But I knew since I was a little kid that I wanted kids. But about 2 years into it, I just kind of was just like, we've been going at this for 2 years and nothing's really happened. And so I went to the doctor and just kind of expressed my concerns. And he was like, okay, well, we're gonna start monitoring it. And so we did. And the medication that he prescribed me, you could only be on it for 6 months max. And so we were on it for the 6 months. After that, nothing happened. That was probably 3.5 years after we had been married. They went in with a scope and they just scoped, my insides to make sure everything was fine. He gave me the results right then and he said, one side of your fallopian tubes is 80% blocked and the other side is completely blocked. You will never be able to have children. Or the probability of you having children is slim to none. After the surgery, he discussed with our options. He either said you can adopt or you can try in vitro.
At first, it wasn't something that I felt real comfortable with. She was, obviously ready to go. Let's go through with it because she had a real want to carry her own children.
I woke up thinking about it and I went to bed thinking about it. It was just constantly on my mind. So I knew that we had to do something. Went to the doctor and started the in vitro process. It was about a 3-month process. Lots of doctor's appointments, lots of blood tests, and everything was great. When I went into the ultrasound, the doctor did the ultrasound and there was nothing. There was not a baby, there was nothing. And he said, there's nothing in there. We're sorry.
Her body was reacting to the reinsertion of the eggs, and her body was reacting to the medications that they were giving her. Aside from that, there was nothing else happening. So,
of course, you can imagine the emotions the emotional roller coaster that you've just been on because you've just thought you were pregnant for 3 weeks and come to find out you weren't at all. I took about a month and then for me to even discuss it. And then I decided, it was still a desire that I wanted. It wasn't going away. So then about 5.5, 6 months later, I had missed my period. And so I was like, which was not normal for me. I was like, okay, well, maybe, but I still didn't ever say anything to Drew. I've looked at 20 pregnancy tests in the past, in hopes that it would be positive. And I go and I take the first one and it shows up 2 dark pink lines. And I'm like, no way. And so of course my heart is just racing because I'm like, this can't be real. So I make a doctor's appointment and I go to the doctor and before even telling Drew, still he's at the fire station at work. I do an ultrasound that day and then come to find out I was 5 weeks pregnant. The rest is history. I would go through it all again if I got the same result.
It was a very difficult journey at first, but the end result was very well worth it.
His name is Rogan Andrew Dibbler. He is 7 months old.
He rolls all over the floor. He says, "Mama."
He has 2 teeth, getting 2 more.
He loves fruit, hates veggies.
He's perfect.